Dear students of Learners Care Virtual Academy, this video presentation is being prepared for you to take preparation for tomorrow's quiz contest on different topics. Especially this video presentation is on geometry and how to find out the different values of angles from the diagrams. In the first diagram here, you see you have to find out the value of the angle BAC. There is an indication in the diagram that AB is equal to AC. So in this isosceles triangle, BAC is the vertical angle and the other two angles ABC and ACB will have equal values. So considering X as each of the two angles, equal angles, we easily can find out the value of each of the angles. Like since the vertically opposite angles are equal here, the value is given of which the vertically opposite angle ACB, considering X, you can find out the value of ACB, and considering X, we can get an equation like X plus BAC is equal to 180 degree, and this is how we can subtract the value of 2x from 180 degree, and then we can get the value of BAC. In the second diagram, since AB and CE are parallel lines and BD is their transversal, the corresponding angles will be equal. So ABC is the corresponding angle of ECD, which will have the equal value of the given angle. The next diagram is of two parallel lines as well, and you have to name the angle, the alternate angle of BAC produced by the transversal interceptor or transversal AC between the two parallel lines AB and CD. In the next diagram, you have to find the value of ECD. The diagram indicates that the two sides AB and AC are equal, and one of the two equal angles, since the angles opposite to the equal sides of an isosceles triangle will have equal value. So one of the angle is given, so other angle will be of the same value, and which is actually the vertical opposite angle ECD will have the value that ABC is now shown here. Okay, next diagram is about parallel lines, and you have to find out the name the corresponding angle of ECD, and that is formed by the transversal BD between the two parallel lines AB and CD. AB and EC. Over here in this diagram, there are the values of two angles inside the triangle are given, and you have to find out the value of two particular angles which are actually alternate. First one is the corresponding angle of ABC, and the second one, which you have to find out, is the alternate angle of BAC, and will have equal values. In the next diagram, you see that AB in the triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, and the parallel lines AB and CE, and having AC their transversal, we get the alternate angles though equal, but over here BD is also another uh, transversal between the two parallel lines AB and EC. So corresponding angles will be equal. That is, ABC will have the value that is given ECD of equal value. So with this value, we can easily find out the value of the required angle, that is BAC. In this diagram, it is shown that an angle inside one of the two triangles is shown 90 degree, and another angle which is shown are equal in both the triangles. And since the two triangles are adjacent to one another and one of the angle is 90 degree, so the angle of the smaller triangle will have the same value, that is 90 degree, and these two will be a similar triangle. So if we want to find out the value of BAE, we have to simply we have to subtract the given angle, the value of the given from subtract the value of the given angle from 90 degree. Then here, since PQ and MS are parallel, and PSM, you see the PMSM and 2 PQS will be equal to 180 degree. This is the trick you can apply to find out the value of PSM. Okay, in the next diagram is you see that ABE is equal to BCE. Okay, ABE is equal to BCE. The triangles are of similar triangles, therefore to find out the value of ABE, you have to find out the value of BCE first. So considering BCE as the adjacent angle of ECD, of which the value is given, we easily can find out by subtracting 138 from 180, and this is how we can find out the other angle of the ABE. Since ABE is equal to BCE, we can find out the value of ABE. In this diagram, you see that X and X together, that is the value is same here. X and X together makes 2X, and it is actually ACD, which is the external angle of the triangle ABC. You know that if one side of a triangle is extended, the value of the external angle will be equal to sum of the values of two opposite internal angles. So to find out the value of X, we have to add the given values of the opposite internal angles, and we can easily make the equation like X plus X is equal to sum of the two values given. So X is equal to what? You can find out. Y and 90 degree together is the external angle, as I said earlier. which will be equal to sum of the two opposite internal angle. So by getting the sum of the two opposite internal angle, we can subtract 90 degree from the sum to find the value of y here. We know that sum of four angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Since two of the given angles of the quadrilateral are given, and the we have to find out the value of another angle of the quadrilateral by as we have the value of external angle over here, DCE. So then we can find out the value of the adjacent angle. Then sum of the three angles will be subtracted from 360 degree to get the value of ADC. The next diagram, it is ABCD is a parallelogram, and you know that the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, and since you have to find out the value of BAD, you have to get the adjacent angles, adjacent angle of which the value is given, and the adjacent angle is an angle inside the parallelogram of which the opposite uh, angle is BAD, and this is how we can get the value of the angle. In this diagram, the parallelogram ABCD having one of the angles inside, and you have to find out the value of the adjacent angle ADC. You know that sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. To know the value of ADC, you have to subtract the given value from 180 degree to get the value of the angle. Then in the next diagram, one side of the parallelogram is extended and the external angle is DCE. So since ABCD is a parallelogram and DC will be DC is just the adjacent angle of the opposite angle that is given here, A, that is BCD will have the equal value of BAD. This is how you can find out the value of by subtracting the value of the angle from 180 degree, you can get the value of the adjacent angle. In this diagram, we see that uh, you have to find the value of x. You see, x and the value that is given over here, 27 degree, together makes an angle of which the vertically opposite angle is 122 degree. So to find the value of x, you have to subtract 27 from 120 degree, 122 degree. So in this diagram, you see the value of angle x and angle y will have to be determined. As you know that this the three angles x, y, and another indication of an angle which is 90 degree actually in the middle. These three angles together make a straight angle. There's 180 degree. So sum of the values of x and y will be equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Now here in this diagram, we see two of the values uh, uh, of angles are given, there is another angle in between, of which the vertical opposite angle is x. So to find the value of x, you have to add the values of the angles, two angles, then which will together make 180 degree. Then to find out the value of x, you have to subtract the sum of the two angles from 180 degree. This is somehow same to the previous one, as the value of x is sum of the value of x and another angle that is shown here 90 degree together is the vertically opposite angle of 138 degree. So to find out the value of x, you have to subtract the given 90 degree angle from 138 degree. Here two pairs of parallel lines intersecting each other, and one of the angle is given here, and you have to find out the value of angle x. There are different different method, different idea you can implement over here to find out the value of x. uh, like you can consider alternate angles, considering alternate angles equal, and then coming with the vertical opposite angle, then we can get the value of x. Again, considering the corresponding angles equal, okay, afterwards subtracting that, like two again corresponding angle of x can be found, and then uh, since these are adjacent angles, you have to find out the value of x by subtracting the value given here from 180. Straightway if we have to find out the value of x by subtracting the given value from 180. Here in a circle, the center is O, and you have to find out the value of OCD. As you know, the radii of the same circle are equal in length. So OC is equal to OD in the triangle OCD, and AOC, the value of the angle AOC is given. So you can find out the the adjacent angle OCD. Value of OCD is found, and the other two angles will be equal of the triangle OCD by subtracting the value of OCD from 180 degree. We can get sum of the two equal values of the angles OCD and ODC. Then to get the value of OCD, we have to divide the value by 2. In the diagram, x is the vertically opposite angle which can be found easily by from the given value. In the diagram, as you see that the triangle is inside the circle, of which two sides are ready, and since the radius uh, of the triangle, both the radii of the triangle are just two sides, and this is an isosceles triangle. The opposite angles opposite to the equal sides will be equal, so the other angle will have the same value. So 2 into the given value plus the angle, vertical angle, will be equal to 180 degree. So you have to find the value of OC, like x over here, like by subtracting the two times of the given angle from 180 degree, then you can get the vertically opposite angle, the value of x over here. As you know, uh, over here in this diagram, ABCD is a parallelogram, and the bisector ABC, OB is the bisector of the angle ABC, and CD is another bisector of the adjacent angle um, BCD, which is mentioned in the question, uh, though it is not mentioned here. So the as we know, the bisectors of the adjacent angle of a parallelogram meet at 90 degree. So you can straightway uh, write the value of angle BOC. There will be a correction. It will not be AOC. It will be BOC. The value of BOC will be equal to 90 degree. Over here, the to find out the value of dbc, to know the value of dbc, you just have to find out the value of the alternate angle of dbc, which is actually adb. So then the value of angle adb can be determined by the given angle over here, which is actually one of the equal angles of the triangle, uh, equilateral triangle inside. So I think this will be an easy uh, method to find out. You can easily get the value of the angle DVC over here. This is the end of today's video. So I think if you practice all these geometrical problems to how to find out the values of different angles, yeah, it will be easier to for you to take up a good preparation for tomorrow's quiz contest. Thank you very much.